This is TechCrunch.
AI-generated brain rot videos are popping up all over the internet and getting a lot of attention. Currently gaining traction among younger users, these clips feature wild characters like a shark wearing sneakers and a ballerina with a cappuccino for a head. One startup driving this trend is OpenArt, founded by two former Google employees back in 2022, and it touts around 3 million monthly active users. The company recently launched a new one-click story feature in open beta, which allows users to input a single sentence, a script, or even a song and turn it into a 1-minute video with a story arc. This can include anything from a light-hearted story from TikTok to more serious content like explainer videos or music videos for YouTube. OpenArt even envisions this feature being used for advertising. With one-click story, there are 3 templates to choose from: character vlog, music video, or explainer. For a character vlog, users start by uploading an image of their character and then entering a prompt. If a song is uploaded, the software understands the lyrics and creates an animation that aligns with the song's themes, like illustrating flowers blooming in a garden. Users can then edit individual clips by revisiting the editor's storyboard mode and tweaking prompts for a more refined result. The platform aggregates over 50 AI models, allowing users to choose their preferred tools, such as DALL-E 3, GPT, Imagine, Flux Context, and Stable Diffusion. The goal of the new feature is to further lower the barrier for becoming an AI creator, a medium that remains immensely popular despite ongoing controversy. While these tools can be beneficial, like using video generators to quickly produce content with original characters and narratives, there are numerous ethical issues to address. These include imitating other artists' styles, intellectual property rights, and the dangers of misuse and creating misinformation. During testing, we noticed that the character vlog option may tread into a gray legal area due to the types of characters it offers, such as Pikachu, SpongeBob, and Super Mario, which could pose risks of intellectual property infringement. Now, back in June, Disney and Universal sued AI firm Midjourney over AI-generated images. Now, users should be aware that if their videos are found to infringe another's copyright, the video may be taken off social media platforms, and if the user is found to have contributed to the infringement, they can potentially be held liable under copyright law, which can result in legal action from the copyright holder. Coco Mao, co-founder and CEO, told TechCrunch, "We try to be cautious around the IP infringement. When you upload some IP characters by default, the models we use will reject them, and it's not able to produce the IP character. But sometimes it slips." Mao added that the company is open to talking to major IP holders to get licensing for characters. One aspect that OpenArt believes sets it apart is its ability to maintain character consistency. It argues that unlike the average video model that often relies on simple, standalone clips that users have to piece together into a cohesive story, OpenArt aims to ensure that both the visuals and the narrative remain consistent. Mao said that a problem that a lot of AI could not really handle well is to have the character consistent in the same video. If you don't have the same character, then it's hard to get immersed in the story. Looking ahead, the company plans to iterate on the one-click feature by allowing users to create videos featuring conversations between 2 different characters. Another plan on the roadmap is developing a mobile app. OpenArt operates on a credit-based system. It offers 4 plans, with the most basic costing $14 a month for 4,000 credits, which includes up to 4 one-click stories, 40 videos, 4,000 images, and 4 characters. The advanced plan costs $30 a month for 12,000 credits and includes up to 12 one-click stories. The Infinite plan is priced at $56 a month for 24,000 credits, and there is also a team plan available for $35 a month per member. OpenArt has raised $5 million in funding to date from Basis Set Ventures and DCM Ventures, and it boasts a positive cash flow. Additionally, the company said it's on track to achieve an annual revenue rate of over $20 million. OpenAI astounded the tech industry for the second time last week by launching the newest flagship model, GPT-5, just days after releasing two new freely available models under an open source license. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman went so far as to call GPT-5 the best model in the world. That may be pride or hyperbole, as TechCrunch's Maxwell Zeff reported that GPT-5 only slightly outperformed other leading AI models from Anthropic, Google, DeepMind, and xAI on some key benchmarks, and slightly lags on others. Still, it's a model that performs well for a wide variety of uses, particularly coding, and as Altman pointed out, one area where it is undoubtedly competing well is price. Very happy with the pricing we are able to deliver, Altman tweeted. The top-level GPT-5 API costs $1.25 per 1 million tokens of input and $10 per 1 million tokens for output. Now, this pricing mirrors Google's Gemini 2.5 Pro Basic subscription, which is also popular for coding-related tasks. Google, however, charges more if inputs and outputs cross a heavy threshold of 200,000 prompts, meaning its most consumption-heavy customers end up paying more. But OpenAI is really undercutting Anthropic's Claude Opus 4.1, which starts at $15 per 1 million input tokens and $75 per 1 million output tokens. Anthropic does, however, offer big discounts for prompt caching and batch processing, storing, reusing prompts, and processing multiple requests together. Now, Anthropic's model has been extremely popular among programmers, both as a choice with popular coding assistant Cursor and for powering its own such assistant Claude Code. Now, note that Cursor offered GPT-5 as an option minutes after it was announced. Developers who have had early access to GPT-5 are touting the pricing. Simon Willison, one of the developers featured in OpenAI's launch video, wrote in his review that the pricing is aggressively competitive with other providers. But GPT-5 is also priced competitively with GPT-4o. Others cite AI's co-founder and CEO Matt Shermer, maker of HyperWrite, writes that GPT-5 is cheaper than GPT-4o, which is fantastic. Intelligence per dollar continues to increase. Now, some on X called OpenAI's fees for the model a pricing killer, while others on Hacker News are offering similar praise. Will competitors like Anthropic follow? Will Google, who undercut OpenAI on pricing before, get even more affordable? Well, if so, we could be witnessing the start of a much-awaited LLM price war. Now, there's no doubt a price war would be welcome. The underlying economics of vibe coding tool providers, for instance, is pretty shaky because of the high and unpredictable fees they have to pay model makers, as TechCrunch's Marina Temkin reported. And there are countless startups building on top of AI models as well. Silicon Valley has been hoping that the LLM price-to-performance ratio will eventually improve, along with inference costs, but it seemed like such an equalization could be years away, as the tech industry invested hundreds of billions to build data centers and infrastructure to support growing AI demand. OpenAI itself has a $30 billion per year contract with Oracle for capacity, when it only recently hit annual recurring revenue of $10 billion. Meanwhile, Meta plans to spend up to $72 billion on AI infrastructure this year, and Alphabet has set aside $85 billion for capital expenditures this year, driven by AI needs. In the face of such enormous expenses, costs typically go one way: up. Given such investments, it may be too soon for startups looking at their rising model API bills to rejoice from OpenAI's lone move to lower pricing. Yet, Last week, OpenAI threw down the gauntlet to put pressure on prices not just once, but twice. And we'll see if others follow. That's all from TechCrunch for now. For more stories like these, go to TechCrunch.com.